for the land of the...
The Ultra wearing the green today on this payday.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris is out there with Bradley. Then it's Green. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Simmons in at the point. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Against Washington, he was really on his game. Antetokounmpo controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Really, you know what? Trying to keep Antetokounmpo off the glass, that's a tough assignment because he's long and he can leap.
Here's Simmons. He had 16 points in the win against New York.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge. And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time and the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
Here's Antetokounmpo. 76ers getting the bucket. Greg, too early to start talking about MVP for this year or mid-season?
You know, we've gotten to a point now where we start talking MVP at the start of the season. You know,
yeah, right.
People just love to talk sports at this point, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual awards out there. I think you can make a case and sway some opinions with your play this time of year, but I like to let it all play out before I start focusing on that.
Things can change in a hurry, can't they, in a season?
Yes, they can.
Like you say, let it play out. Curry gets the bucket.
How about the level of concentration by Seth Curry? Even when he's guarded in the paint, his focus is on the basket.
Here's Holiday. He had 15 points last outing.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Here's Curry. The offensive rebound.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
For Milwaukee, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Now, here is Holiday. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. And it's Simmons, that time on the assist by Harris. Simmons got 6.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 6. The putback. It's good on the putback.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
No doubt the quarter just not going his way. Still scoreless.
Here's Curry. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
Bradley against Holiday. The 76ers leading by 8. To the paint, here's DiVincenzo. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Simmons got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the Bucks making a change here. Portis is checked in. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Holiday, and it's sent back by Howard.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
And stolen by DiVincenzo. And Holiday with a clear path to the hoop. And Holiday throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Howard misses.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And it's slammed in by Howard.
Boy, I love whenever Howard leaks out in transition. He's a big, easy target to find in these situations.
And so it's Philadelphia in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo had this to say earlier.
Definitely the game will slow down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with more NBA action on 2K Sports. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Philadelphia.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
Yeah, also, though, they've done a good job of pounding the offensive glass for second chance points.
Taking a look at the 76ers, Korkmaz is out there with Mike Scott. Then there's Howard. Then there's Maxey. And it's Milton in at the 2-guard position. And the 76ers with a completely new group now.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Simmons against Augustine. And Simmons slams it in.
I tell you, it doesn't get any easier than this, guys. I mean, Simmons finishing with power.
Augustine from outside. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Bradley's got 7 rebounds in the game. Simmons passes to Bradley. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Craig can't get it to go.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Simmons' shot is good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
That's good, and the 76ers lead has get back down to 8 points. They needed that one from Craig. Here's Simmons. 12 points for him. Simmons on the wing. And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, and you know, for Simmons to be so young, he has a great basketball IQ, and he plays to his strengths on offense and plays to them well.
Portis kicks to Craig. His 3-pointers off the mark. And it's Bradley with the ball for Philadelphia. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively, challenged shots, and really protected the rim.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit. Getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Augustine against Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Here's Harris. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Basket is good, the assist from Harris. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right.
You know, you look at Ben Simmons, and the thing that jumps out to me is his all-around game. I mean, it's absolutely terrific. He's a stat sheet stuffer, supreme.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Tony Bradley. Scott comes in for Tobias Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Green.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for Simmons. He hits both from the stripe.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Holiday. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Holiday's got his second bucket tonight.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Now, here's Maxey, guarded by Holiday. Howard's shot is good.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead, and you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too. That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Here's Antetokounmpo.
Howard is an excellent defender with the...
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Philadelphia.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 18 points, and Tobias. And that does it for our half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot.
And Giannis is a beast, the Greek freak, a dominant player on the offensive end.
Philadelphia leading by 17. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Pass to Curry. To the inside. Here's Bradley, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
Outside Holiday. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Lopez. That shot misses. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Here's Green. And that one drops. And the 76ers lead by 21.
Boy, Green has a knack for knowing exactly how to get open in transition.
Holiday goes in. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
A different look for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
On the wing, Milton. Back to Korkmaz. Now, here's Maxey. He's covered closely. Thibault can't get it to go. Bucks trail by 18. And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. And I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Torrey Craig. He's checked in for Lopez. Bryn Forbes comes in for Chris Middleton. And DJ Augustine subbed in. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Augustine passes to Portis. A baseline J. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. 3-on-3. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. And some changes here for the Bucks. Lopez comes in for Torrey Craig. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Augustine. Now here's Milton. Defended by DiVincenzo. And Howard with the second chance points.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
The 76ers have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Here's Maxey. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Scott's checked in. Up top, DiVincenzo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 76ers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Tries to hit him. Scott can't get it to go.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And they're moving it up. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Buries the jumper to finish the break.
Yeah, you know, when you shoot the ball as well as Middleton does, you want to be hungry in looking for your shots. I mean, shot hungry is a good thing when you've got the stroke that he has, mid-range and long distance.
34 seconds left to play in the third. Maxey, no good. The Bucks shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. 16 feet away. Gets a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback. Portis has got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
Stolen by Middleton. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Taking a look at the 76ers. Ben Simmons is out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Tobias Harris. Then there's Bradley, and it's Green in at the small forward. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the 76ers.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
Well, so often we see this, transition buckets off turnovers.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Bradley controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 12 rebounds. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Harris outside. Back to Curry. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight.
Boy, Curry knows that kind of physical finish can give his team a spark.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Great D that time from Green. Philadelphia leading by 17. And Simmons slams it in.
Well, I love watching Simmons run the floor. So effortless and efficient in his movement.
Holiday dishes to Lopez. Back to Holiday. Hits it down to Middleton. Great D that time from Green.
And another miss. Whew. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Simmons left side. Harris outside. Outside Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Simmons inside. Antetokounmpo's there.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. He's off on that one. Simmons with the defensive effort. And so Simmons will bring it up for the 76ers. It's tipped. Curry, good.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Middleton outside. Can they get it? Kept alive. Here's Lopez. Back to Holiday. And another shot. Rejected by Harris.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the 76ers.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ben Simmons.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Bradley finds Green. Outside, Simmons. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Milwaukee's ball. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. But they recover it. The kick out to Giannis. Holiday left side. Another shot. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Yeah, he recognized the overcommitment by the defense there and then made a smart pass to get that ball back outside.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony. And the player introductions are wrapped up. The start. We hope you're wearing the green today on this D-Agent.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, D.A. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Green. Tobias Harris is out there with Bradley. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Simmons in at the point guard. And for the Hawks, Collins is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Rajon Rondo, and it's Herter in at the 2-guard spot. It's Collins with the drive, and Collins gets double-teamed. Capella inside. Curry meets him. Down to 5 on the shot clock, and there it is for him. Greg, in terms of personnel, not exactly the matchups we were expecting to see tonight.
You know, Kev, with all the injuries and some guys now having to step into unfamiliar roles, in some ways that makes tonight all the more intriguing to see which guys are going to step up and deliver.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And here's Rondo after the Sixers pick up 2. It's Collins with the drive. Pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
And it's Bradley with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Curry on the wing. Harris passes to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Now here's Rondo. Pass to Capella. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Capella's got 6 points.
Now you can't leave someone open around Rondo. He'll find them.
And there's the call on John Collins. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Hawks. And there's the call on Kevin Herter. That's his first foul. Down low, here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Throw it down, young fella. Simmons is explosive and without a doubt one of my favorite dunkers.
Here's Herter, guarded by Simmons. Capella, the pass to Herter, back to Capella, and the layup's good off the glass. He's got 8.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
The drive by Simmons.
And the wherewithal by Simmons, sensing the hit coming and adjusting his shot accordingly.
Rondo against Simmons. Rondo passes to Collins. And stolen by Simmons. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 2. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with a win.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
The second unit came in last game and just played lights out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
Here's Herter. Really played well against Houston in his last outing. Pushing it up. Here's Curry. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
To the left wing. Collins looking around. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
Outside Curry. Here's Bradley. Second chance shot. And a wide open look for Simmons. Sinks the three-pointer. Simmons got 13.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
To the middle. Here's Capella. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Harris.
And a great display of physicality from Capella. He's not one to shy away from contact.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu's checked in for John Collins. Alinari comes in for Tony Snell. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. Young is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first.
And he was camped in just the right spot to swipe that pass away down low.
Young from outside, and the rebound goes to Howard.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
For Atlanta, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. And Okongwu slams it in.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's Maxey. To the left side wing. Clint Capella has been leading the charge for Atlanta. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with more NBA action on 2K Sports. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Bradley. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Curry in at the 2 spot.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Curry with a wide open look. Bradley. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Young taking his time here. To the inside. It's Young on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Inside. It's stolen by Green. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Curry. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And that's what Simmons does. His vision and accuracy make him a premier presence on the floor.
Simmons against Young. Passes it to Capella. Back to Young. There's the dish to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Someone's open. Trae Young scanning and finds him.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Collins checked in for Atlanta. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Simmons. That's tipped. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Back to Young. Dishes it to Okongwu. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Okongwu's now got the lead up to 2 now for Atlanta. At the elbow, it's Bradley. Left side, Harris. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Tony Snell's checked in for Okongwu. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogdanovich. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Trae Young.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball. And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
And you think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary.
Collins finds Snell. Out left to the wing. Here's Huerter, defended by Thibault. Collins wide open. He fires. The offensive rebound. To the paint. Shot clock at 2. Misses from short range. The 76ers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Here's Thibault. It's deflected.
Well, good work from Gallo there. You forget sometimes at 6'10" that he can come up with those kind of defensive plays.
And then Collins slams it in.
And some of the dunks Collins can pull off are just awesome.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. And they double up Simmons. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gallinari.
And quickly, let's look at the numbers for Simmons. 9th in steals, 11th in assists, and not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble. Korkmaz checked in for Philadelphia. Maxey comes in for Simmons. Atlanta on D, and it's slammed in by Howard.
That's the way to put your vertical to good use. Dwight Howard on the jam.
Outside Rondo wants to get it to Collins and does. Off on the layup.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And it's Rondo with the ball for Atlanta. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Collins, good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Korkmaz passes to Maxey. Rebound, Atlanta. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Here's Snell. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Rockets in Houston.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Now the pass to Collins. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Clint Capella had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 15 points and a star. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Clint Capella has been sensational.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And so in the game for the Hawks, they've got Okongwu. Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Solomon Hill, and it's Fernando in at the 4 spot. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
And here is Hill. Young, right side. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No. That is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, you know, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Young outside. Okongwu with the elbow. Young inside. Guarded by Simmons. And Young with the basket on the assist by Okongwu.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Back to Simmons. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And when Simmons is inside, forget about it. He uses his skill and smarts to take advantage.
Bogdanovich dishes to Okongwu. Here's Young. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
As much as we talk about Trae Young and then mention Steph Curry in the same breath, I think Trae wants to carve out his own path. We know he's a dynamic shooter, can set the table offensively. Now it's about learning the nuances of being a leader of a franchise.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Clint Capella comes in for Bruno Fernando. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Solomon Hill. John Collins, he's checked in for the Hawks. Gallinari comes in for Bogdanovich. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Bradley's checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Portnoy. Curry's checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey.
No answer for Simmons, a tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Young. That's good from Simmons. Rondo with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Huerter. Back to Rondo. Here's Huerter. He feeds it to Capella, and it's blocked by Bradley. And he recovers it. Collins passes to Huerter. Clock at 2. Here's Capella. Outside for Rondo. Gallinari down low. Simmons is there.
Every so often, Tobias Harris showing you something defensively, and great timing to throw that one away.
Tony Snell's checked in for Gallinari. 1:58 left here in the 3rd quarter.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Collins. Both good from the line that time.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Curry looking it over. Pass to Simmons. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Clint Capella.
And when Simmons is taking it strong to the cup, he's looking for a foul. Love this guy's aggressive.
Good on both. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the 3rd. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. Here's Huerter. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The feed to Capella. The shot off that time. Bradley with some nice D. Harris finds Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, it's good signs.
Now here's Rondo. Outside Collins. He dishes it to Snell. Collins, good. Collins has got 10 points in the game.
It's pretty clear that Collins is settling in to the strengths of his game.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
The Hawks making a switch here. Hill's checked in, and Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Tobias Harris. Shake Milton comes in for Danny Green. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Curry, and Maxey subbed in for Simmons.
Rondo concentrating right there, focused. Even when you hit him, he can maintain that good balance.
And Capella sends it back. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. In the corner, Herter with it. The baseline J. Offensive rebound. Now Capella. He's got 15. Outside Rondo. Lob pass to Capella. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Maxey, no good. The third quarter comes to a close. Hawks lead by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Taking a look at the 76ers, Shake Milton is out there with Maxey. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Howard. And it's Korkmaz in at the 4. Young outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got the lead up to 6 now for Atlanta.
Young working hard on the defensive end that time.
Now, here's Maxey. He's tightly guarded. And Capella sends it back. And he's able to get it back. Here's Korkmaz. Howard trying to free himself up. Korkmaz, no good.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside. Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now, here's Milton. Here's Maxey. Rebounded by Capella.
Yeah, this has been a night where you can look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
Solomon Hill, he's checked in for the Hawks. Here's Bogdanovich. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Kicks it to Capella. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The 76ers trail by 8. Here's Curry. Oh, that's blocked.
Now, you don't see a lot of shot blocks from Bogdanovich, but he is big enough to get it done.
Lob pass to Capella. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oop.
The 76ers with another miss.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Now, here is Young, and Okongwu has it in the corner. Just 4 to shoot. Young outside. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. John Collins, he's checked in for Okongwu. And it's Harris with the ball for the 76ers. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. And there's the call on John Collins. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. You know, you look at the 2020 class for the Basketball Hall of Fame, Greg, some great names, headlined by Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant. I mean, historic players.
And all the more emotional Kevin, having Kobe enshrined after his tragic passing. But when you look at the accomplishments of this class, arguably the most decorated that the Hall of Fame has ever seen.
And Greg, you've gotten a bird's eye view. You've gotten a front court view. You've had a chance to be alongside these Hall of Fame players.
Incredible talents, great people, and truly they've been terrific ambassadors for our game. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within single digits.
With the scoring ability that Tobias Harris has, he can look to be even more aggressive. All the skills to be a go-to guy.
Here's Herter, guarded by Kerr. And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Shot's good from Young.
Such a precise player. When Young notices those kind of openings, he definitely is looking to attack.
A three from Simmons. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Simmons got 14 points here in the second half. The Hawks leading by 7. And here's Young. Feeds to Capella. Young against Bradley. Young dishes to Capella. And stolen by Simmons.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Young pass to Collins. Here's Herter, guarded by Kerr. 5 to shoot. Takes it from 10, and the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And Simmons slams it in.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Now, here is Young. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Simmons. Takes a 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. They've led by as much as 10. Right side Hill. Jacks up a 3. Ben Simmons with the rebound. It's stolen by Hill. Misses. And so the Hawks take the win. Probably a little closer. Thank you, David. Brick. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
A look at the 76ers starting group. Harris is out there with Bradley. Then it's Simmons. Then it's Green. And it's Curry in at the 2 spot. And for Brooklyn, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Durant. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harris in at the 3.
Yeah, such a smart offensive player. Harris in just the right spot there to finish on the break.
Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Simmons can't get it to go. It's Harden with the drive. Softly drops in the floater. On the league, Doris, we're seeing plenty of small ball, but some teams are going big. If you were a coach at this point, which way do you think you'd lean?
Well, Kevin, I think the best coaches maximize the talent at their disposal. And sometimes a coach philosophically may believe in, I emphasize the three-point line. I want to eliminate all mid-range shooting. I want to get to the restricted area and the free throw line. I mean, to me, I love playing a high-tempo, wide-open floor game. Let's let the players show off all their skill. This is what pure scorers do. They find ways to create points. KD doing work.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's Simmons. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first free throw is good.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year, Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
The Nets making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. On the wing, Harris. Johnson kicks to Harris. It's good from long range.
One thing I love about Joe Harris, he has now become confident in catch-and-shoot situations. He wants to be assertive.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Irving. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Outside, Simmons. Bradley trying to break free. Banked in off the glass.
I admire Simmons' ability inside. That's where he's an elite finisher.
KD looking around. Off the left rim and out.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And it's sent back by KD.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now here's Curry. What a tremendous game he played against New York. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bradley, and he banks in the layup.
And with off-the-charts awareness, Simmons makes plays that others simply don't see.
Outside Irving. He dishes it to Jordan. The shot's good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Irving against Curry. We've got 1:08 left in the first. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Don't let that slight frame fool you. Seth Curry on the interior. He will finish shots.
And stolen by Simmons. And it's Harris off the drive. Up and in on the layup.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Now, here is Irving. He's coming off a 34-point game against New York. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter.
Well, you're having a tough time trying to tie down DeAndre Jordan. This guy is a powerful force who knows how to convert.
And a new group in for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Durant. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Joe Harris. Brown, he's checked in for Irving. And James Harden subbed in for Johnson. Now, here's Maxey. And Howard with the stuff.
It doesn't get any higher percentage than that. Dwight Howard, no doubt, on the dunk.
Brooklyn leading by 4. Jordan kicks to Harden. From the wing. And the rebound goes to Howard. Just 3 on the clock. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Well, Dwight Howard, if he gets that kind of position, turn the lights out.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. It's the Nets up by... And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind.
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with more NBA action on 2K Sports. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
Green is out there with Luwawu. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Brown. And it's Harden in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Maxey. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle. And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
Alec Korkmaz standing 6'7". Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
Landry Shamet's checked in for Luwawu. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Bradley's checked in for Howard. Harris comes in for Scott. Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And it's Seth Curry in for Shake Milton.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Back to Curry. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to Griffin.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Simmons checked in for Maxey.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
I'm amazed at Simmons' athletic ability. He moves so fluidly for someone that size.
Harden outside. Shamet on the wing. Green, the pass to Shamet. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Harden. No good on that one. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful. Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
And the jam by Harden.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Oh, An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Harden up top, guarded by Simmons. Griffin. What about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
Man, one for the highlight reel. And you see after multiple knee surgeries, Griffin can still get up.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And Griffin sends it back. Here's Brown, and the dunk by Brown.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack. All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Harden against Simmons. Griffin kicks to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Here's Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Johnson surveying the floor. And here's Harris from the arc. Milton grabs the board.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Thibault can't get it to go.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And here's Harris from the arc. Rebound by the 76ers. Korkmaz passes to Scott. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Scott's got it all tied up now for the 76ers.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Durant just inside the line. James Harden getting it done for Brooklyn. He notched 8 points in the quarter. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the end. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 12 points. Well, Durant having to sit out. And that should do it with.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at the 76ers. We've got Green. Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Bradley in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it. Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former team.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, and when Simmons is driving inside, he's going to sky up for the flush, getting to the basket in no time.
Harden with it. Outguarded by Simmons. Harden, that's good. Harden's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And the rejection by Harden. Here's Harris. Dishes it to Irving. Can't connect from short range. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 1. And Simmons slams it in.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Harris against Harden. And Harden with the stuff. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Irving dishes to Jordan. It's stolen by Bradley. Fast break, Philadelphia. And Green with the basket on the assist from Simmons. And the 76ers lead by 1. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
A hard worker who really ferociously strives to improve. Simmons tonight has been unstoppable at the offensive end.
And there's a call on Tobias Harris. That's foul number 2 for him. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Bradley. Scott comes in for Tobias Harris. Korkmaz checked in for Danny Green. And it's Shake Milton in for Simmons. Brooklyn shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. And Brown drops them both. 76ers trailing. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Now, here's Maxey. He's covered by Irving. Basket counts, and not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
Irving, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Irving's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
The cleverness, the fearlessness. Kyrie Irving outstanding at finding spots inside to capitalize from.
That shot, no good.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Irving against Howard. Lays it up off the glass. Irving's got 6.
How about the great body control by Kyrie Irving? One of the best small men in the league at converting through contact.
Korkmaz kicks to Scott. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Maxey. Here's Howard. It's hauled in by Claxton. For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. So,
And that speed and athleticism of Griffin, a lethal combination when he's on the break.
and here's Maxey. 6 points for him. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Here's Milton. Down low. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, Dwight Howard can scuffle a little bit at the free throw line, but I'm telling you, he's still drawing the contact and putting the defenders in bad spots.
And so Howard nails both of them. And the Nets with possession here. It's a one-point game. Irving attacking. He gets that one. Irving's got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, Kyrie dazzling on the drive. One of the best in the league at that.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Nets lead. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. We've got Irving. Green is out there with Luwawu. Then there's Griffin. And it's Brown in at the 2-guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Green in the post. Curry meets him. Yes, that goes in. Green's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nets.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
And really, Simmons is nearly impossible to contain when he's sprinting to the hoop. An athletic behemoth who causes defenders fits.
And he gets the bucket.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
The 76ers trail by 7. Curry wide open. Off target from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Brown the pass to Griffin. Irving for 3. No good that time.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Pass to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
Curry looking it over. He feeds it to Bradley. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Brown dishes to Griffin. Brown the pass to Griffin. Back to Brown. Makes it off the glass.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Simmons. Lays it up and banks it in. Simmons got 23.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
In the corner, Irving with it. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Bradley's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, just great. Whenever Simmons takes over a possession like that, what a killer instinct.
Outside Irving. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense. No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Harris finds Irving, and that one is good. Irving's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
On the wing, Milton. And a miss there on the triple. Nets leading by 8. KD with it. On the wing, Irving. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Irving's got 15 points here in the second half.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Nets.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for James Harden.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
A 3 from Simmons. But they'll get another chance. Bradley kicks to Simmons. To halt the run. Simmons missing again. Now Durant. Fires from deep. KD on the wing. Buries the long-range jumper.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Up next, the 76ers taking on the Bucks. For the Philadelphia 76ers, a standing. We hope you're wearing the green today on this special presentation of the NBA on St. Patrick's Day. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. And for Philadelphia, Tobias Harris is out there with Bradley. Then it's Green, and there's Seth Curry. And it's Simmons in at the guard position. Here's Holiday. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Two very hot teams facing off tonight. Fun to get into a matchup where both teams, Chris, playing at their best.
Yeah, Kevin, it gives this a little bit of a playoff feel, right? I mean, there's a lot of pride on the line. Neither team wants this winning streak to come to an end.
It's good.
And you see how comfortable Simmons is. I mean, he has the size and touch to be effective down there.
Middleton on the wing. About 1 minute into the first quarter, and that one goes long. And it's Bradley with the ball for Philadelphia. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
The game is the first of a 3-game season series for these clubs, both looking to take round 1.
And this first game is always interesting. It's going to give us a sense of what the dynamic between these teams is going to be this season.
They get a hand on it. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Holiday. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Here's Curry. Got it. Good job in the low post. Curry's got his second bucket. The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Simmons against Giannis. Outside Holiday. Misses the 3. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. Philadelphia with the ball. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going. And you could see frustrations emerge.
And it's hard not to get discouraged on such an off night shooting the ball, but somehow they kept the intensity up. I mean, that was a really gutty win.
Watch out. Antetokounmpo might be soft-spoken, but he's got a mean streak when it comes to attacking the hoop. And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
That one good for 2.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Here's Simmons. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Here's what Philadelphia is going with right now. Howard's checked in for Bradley. Scott comes in for Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Danny Green. The 76ers making a switch here. Korkmaz is checked in. The pass to Maxey. Up and in from the low block.
Oh, that's some skill on that assist. I mean, the timing has to be perfect on a lead pass.
Milwaukee leading by 5. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. They get it back. Nice shot by Portis.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And here's Maxey. Count that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Forbes. No good with the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's slammed in by Howard.
You lob it Howard's way, he'll find ways to finish. That's how talented of a dunker he is.
Augustine looking around. Over to the left wing. Here's Forbes. Offensive rebound.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Now, here's Maxey. T right on him. Pass to Howard. And the call. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Milwaukee leading by 7. The feed now to Forbes. Here's Craig, defended by Scott. Here's Forbes. Hits the three-point bomb.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating.
For me, it comes with block.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with more NBA action on 2K Sports. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early. Aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
They've got Howard. Scott is out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Maxey. And it's Thibault in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded closely. And Howard with the second chance points.
Throughout his career, Howard has dominated the boards. The size, touch, and timing he possesses is just a lethal concoction.
Pass to Forbes. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Thibault can't get it to go.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Thibault. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Passes it to Forbes. From deep three-point range. And the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Korkmaz. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And Forbes has it in the corner. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
There's the pass to Forbes. From deep. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Portis has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Simmons inside the line. And it's Bradley on the follow.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Holiday looking for an opening. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. That 3 off the mark. The 76ers trail by 8. Outside Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Curry's got 6 points.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. They get the rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Simmons inside. Antetokounmpo defending.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
Here's DiVincenzo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Harris.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. The 76ers have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Bucks leading by 10.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
Holiday finds Giannis. Here's Lopez. Back to Giannis. 3 seconds left, and Giannis throws it down.
And this helps build chemistry. Lopez looking to share the ball wherever he can.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They are leading by 12. And you, big fella. That's all for now. Say good.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward.
Oh, what a beautiful pass. And then to catch and finish all in one motion. Stupendous.
An alley-oop like that, Greg, is so rare you just got to take a second and enjoy it. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
And it's Simmons.
Oh, wow! Nice! How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane. And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. It's a 10-point game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And C-Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, G.A. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Antetokounmpo looking it over. In the corner, Middleton with it. They grab their own miss. A second chance effort. Back to Giannis. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. The 76ers trail by 9. Here's Green. That one misses. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. For 3, Middleton. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Bradley's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Curry can't get it to go. Bucks leading by 9. Lobbed up there for Lopez. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Bradley out to Harris. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. 5 on the clock. Here's Simmons. Harris. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. And the Eastern Conference has been fun to watch. A lot of focus as always this year. And as we hit the midseason surge, let's check out the standings and how they're shaping up. Look at Philadelphia. What a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, there's the Bucks, a couple spots below.
And right now for the 76ers, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
They had a plan coming into the year. I mean, they stuck to it, and it's worked to perfection.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. Pass to Maxey. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Bucks. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Monday, they'll defend home court against the Indiana Pacers.
Well, they didn't have much trouble lately, but it's always nice to be back home. You get to see your family and your day isn't consumed by travel. I could see them taking advantage of this home stretch.
It's near impossible trying to match up with Howard's muscle. He makes scoring look easy, even though it's tough contact.
DiVincenzo can't hit it.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Pass to Maxey. Back to Korkmaz. Passes it to Milton. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Chris Middleton. The past month has been surreal. He's averaging about 19 points per, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's oozing with confidence, and it shows. Every time he steps on the floor, he expects to dominate.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Bobbed up there for Howard. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. For three, Middleton. The kick out to Lopez. Middleton on the wing. For three. Korkmaz grabs the miss.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
DiVincenzo passes to Connaughton. And so it's Milwaukee ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We'll return shortly. Let's listen in on what Mike...
Do it again for this quarter, 0-0.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. We've got Matisse Thybulle. Bradley is out there with Tobias Harris. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Maxey in at the 1 spot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Shots good by Middleton.
Well, he's shown great patience tonight. I mean, he went through a scoreless first half, but didn't get down on himself. I mean, now he's got it going.
Bradley trying to break free. And that one's good. Maxey.
Oh, forget about 3-pointers. Give me a look from right in tight. I'll take it all day long.
Giannis against Bradley. Kicks it down to Middleton. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Middleton's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bucks. Feeds it to Bradley. The pass to Milton. Unloads from 13. Second chance shot. Pass to Maxey. Now here's Milton. For 3, Harris. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got his 4th rebound in this one. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Middleton for 3. The shot that time, not on target. Now the 76ers take it the other way.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
And if Giannis is anywhere close to you, don't shoot it. His length covers a ton of ground, and boy, is he fast.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Now, here's Maxey, defended by DiVincenzo. And here comes the break. Connaughton kicks to Middleton. Another miss by Middleton. The 76ers trail by 16. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Another miss by Philadelphia.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many of those.
And stolen by Thibault. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Pass to Maxey. And stolen by DiVincenzo. For three, Middleton. They get it back.
Now you got to respect the effort. When Lopez is determined to rebound the ball, it makes a difference.
Now, here's Maxey. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Stolen by Middleton. Here's the three. Milton grabs the board.
His three-point game hasn't been there for him today, but don't sleep on him. At any moment, he could get his touch back. Well, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Lopez inside, guarded by Bradley. Lopez with the bucket.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
With the tip, and it's Bradley on the follow.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Bucks.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition. And when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Chris Middleton.
No fatigue in this fella tonight. Tireless, grinding out every possession and leading their offense.
Harris finds Thibault, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
At the line for your 76ers.
Free throw drops in there for Thibault. Some changes for Philadelphia. Poirier's checked in, and Mike Scott subbed in for Harris. Milwaukee also making some changes. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton, and it's Drew Holiday in for Dante DiVincenzo. Now Holiday. 30 seconds left in the game, and Lopez throws it down.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Scott kicks to Ferguson. Passes to Poirier. 6 to shoot. Back to Scott. The 76ers need to get off a shot from about 16. Good on the jump shot. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. An overhead look at downtown. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Tony Snell. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Herter in at the shooting guard. And for the 76ers, they've got Simmons. Bradley is out there with Harris. Then it's Green. And it's Curry in at the 2-guard spot. Greg, coming out of the All-Star break, a couple teams have really turned up the intensity, haven't they?
Playoff seedings are in sight, Kev, and no doubt this is a crucial stretch of the season, especially for teams that will be on the bubble.
Yeah, credit Herter. Recognizes where the help is coming from, finds the open man.
Inside, here's Green. Tries again. And Capella sends it back. And they'll keep possession. A steal. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Outside Collins. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the 76ers. Victory eluded them last time in Atlanta when they faced the Hawks.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
If you don't have that one guy who gets you 10-plus boards every night, you just have to send more guys to the glass.
Curry passes to Simmons. It's 2-on-1. Here's Rondo. Back to Capella. And the layup is good. Capella's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Rondo is out there to distribute the ball. He is a master at finding the open man.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Rondo passes to Capella, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Snell from outside. And it's Bradley with the rebound. 76ers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. He can't get it to go. Collins with some nice D. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Keeping that dribble alive, Herter does a good job of picking his way through the defense.
Curry dishes to Simmons, and there's the pass to Bradley. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. On the wing, Harris. Green inside the three-point line. He can't get that one, so the Hawks will take it the other way. Here's Collins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Ferocious drive. I feel like some defenders still underestimate Collins' acceleration.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Alinari comes in for Tony Snell. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. And Trae Young subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
And the foul on Mike Scott. That is his first foul of the game. '76ers trailing. The pass to Scott. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And he sinks the second. 1:49 left to play in the first quarter. Now, here is Young. He had 13 points in the win against Houston.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way. One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Howard kicks to Scott. Over Okongwu. Howard, the pass to Scott. Another shot. The 76ers with another miss.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Collins, good.
Efficient in the painted area. Collins has a purpose behind his actions.
Scott the pass to Maxey. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Chalk up 2 there.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Young with the ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Bogdanovich passes to Okongwu. The kick out to Young. The three-pointer no good. The 76ers trail by 3. Here's Milton. Howard dishes to Scott. Now here's Maxey. Not a lot of room, and it's denied. And they get it back. And here's Collins. 20 points for him last game against the Rockets in Houston.
And he was also a big factor for them defensively. I think he tallied 4 blocks in the game.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Hawks lead by 3. In the second quarter. And it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with more NBA action on 2K Sports. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Atlanta, Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Young in at the point. Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Tony Bradley's checked in for Howard. Harris comes in for Scott. Danny Green, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for the Hawks. Rondo comes in for Young. Here's Thibault. Gallinari with the rebound.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Rondo with it, picked up by Harris. Rondo kicks to Gallinari. Pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Pass to Thibault. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Simmons. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. The shot, no good. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
What was beautiful, it was a tremendous game plan coming in. You saw the execution and you saw the results.
Outside, Simmons. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
No answer for Simmons, a tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the first quarter.
And out of New Mexico, Tony Snell has made himself into a capable long-range marksman.
Yes, he's a guy who plays within himself, GA, stays in his lane, and knocks down perimeter shots.
And guys, when Capella's playing like this, it's an added bonus. Love seeing him catch fire.
On the wing, Harris. Now here's Curry. He's covered closely. Here's Bradley. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
And stolen by Simmons. Curry kicks to Harris for the three. Rebound Atlanta. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Snell, the pass to Gallinari. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. To the middle. Here's Capella. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Curry looking around. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. The Hawks leading by 10. Outside Rondo. In the corner. Herter with it. Rondo passes to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Here's Simmons. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Simmons got 9.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
Pass to Capella. Gallinari on the wing. Clock at 6. Green with the block.
Good shot blocker for his size. Danny showing great timing right there.
Outside Simmons. To the inside. Here's Bradley. Rebound Atlanta. Capella's got 4 rebounds now tonight. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the pass to Rondo. Feeds it to Capella. It's stolen by Bradley. Outside Curry. And we finished one half of basketball. Hawks ahead.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome. Clint Capella putting in some incredible work. He had 18 points, 4 rebounds, and that's a wrap.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Clint Capella has been sensational.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
We've got Matisse Thybulle. Shake Milton is out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Howard. And it's Maxey in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Passes it to Korkmaz. And here's Maxey. Dishes to Howard. Pass to Thybulle. Here's Maxey. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And Collins has got the ball here for Atlanta. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. He feeds it to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Here's Thybulle. It's rebounded by Herter. The Hawks leading by 12. Poked loose, down low. Pass to Capella. Back to Herter. Over Thybulle. And that one hits back iron. Philadelphia shooting a disastrous 25% from the field so far. And that one drops for him.
That's how you set the table and everybody gets to eat.
Atlanta's shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Here's Herter. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Jumps up. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Shoots it up, Capella, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Dwight Howard.
Great initiative from Capella there, seeing an opportunity to score and getting the D to act.
Both teams deciding to change it up. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Young finds Bogdanovich. Back to Young. The three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Young's got the lead up to 14 now for the Hawks.
It just looks like it's going in every time. Maybe because we've already seen Trey do this so many times.
The 76ers again can't hit it. Hawks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Now the pass to Capella. Back to Young. And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu comes in for Clint Capella. And it's John Collins in for Gallinari. And here's Young from the arc. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Bradley's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that could lead this league in scoring and in assists, and also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
Here's Simmons. Bradley trying to break free. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got 11 points.
And when Simmons is inside, forget about it. He uses his skill and smarts to take advantage.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Collins. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Young pass to Okongwu. Back to Young. Clock at 4. Offline with his 3.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
Count it. Good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Bounce pass Young. 15 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. It's stolen by Hill. Here's Okongwu. Bradley with some nice D. And that one is off. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Hawks lead by... And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The 76ers trail by 13 on the court for Atlanta. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Collins is out there with Tony Snell. And it's Okongwu in at the center position.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close
at the rim, more often than not having the physical advantage.
Young passes to Okongwu. And Simmons slams it in.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turned things around.
It's good. And the Hawks lead by 11.
After putting up zeros in the first half, he is making up for it big time now.
Simmons against Young. The hook. Atlanta with the rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Trae Young. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Atlanta making a switch here. Young's checked in. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 4 this quarter.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Simmons passes to Curry. Back to Simmons. No good that time. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Now Young. Launches a 3. Misses the target. That drops him to 40% now. 4 of 10. Here's Harris. Good. Nice job down low.
And you see there Tobias with body control to take the hit, still complete the play.
Passes it to Young. Now the dish to Okongwu. That one no good. The 76ers trail by 11. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Now, here is Young. And there's the feed to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
I just love Trae Young's feel for the game. Oftentimes, he can see the play develop before anyone else.
Maxey passes to Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And he just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Young with the ball. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter.
The threat of Young's jumper forces defenders to play him close, making it easier for him to get by his man.
Here's Milton inside. Here's Herter. He dishes it to Collins. Back to Herter. It's Young on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. It's Young on the wing. Here's Okongwu. And the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Lobbed up there for Howard. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Atlanta.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Clint Capella.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered. Meeting right at the rim, he typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Collins, good.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
And here's Young. And the 3 off target. No good. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. Now
NBA is a league made up of all women. 80% of those women are women of color. So if you look in the big scheme of things in the world, we are the minority, but we're a league that's made up of the majority of the minority. Being able to say that we represent so many that don't have a voice, it's like our responsibility to speak out and try to make things better. I think.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interest. We hope you're wearing the green today on this special presentation of the NBA on 6. So the next starting 5. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Harris in at the 3. And for the 76ers. Ben Simmons is out there with Seth Curry. Then it's Green. Then there's Bradley. And it's Harris in at the 4. Now here's Irving. And he just worked New York in that last game. And it's blocked by Bradley. Here's Simmons. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Well, Greg, fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
Now, here is Harden. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game.
And, you know, the thing about Harden, crafty in the paint, he really finds angles and avenues to get the shots he wants when you don't think there's any angle or avenue to find.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. And Harden with the stuff.
And I think one of the things understated about Harden, he's a great athlete. I mean, he can rise and bounce. He's strong. He's quick. He can easily punch it on you when he gets to the rim.
Here's Simmons. Drops in the layup for 2. Simmons got 6.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Simmons against Harden. It doesn't go for him. And it's Philadelphia the other way. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
Now Curry, following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. And Simmons gets it to go on the assist by Green. 8 points for him.
Only 1 miss in the first 5 attempts, clearly feeling it.
Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
All Harden needs is a little separation. Once the screen comes his way, he's looking to pull up.
76ers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
Now here is Harris after Ben Simmons' miss. Harden finds Harris. On the wing, Irving. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
It's Harden with the drive. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line. That's on Ben Simmons.
Hey, Harden is seeking contact. He is hunting bodies when he drives. He's so good at just getting his body into the path of the defense.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Johnson's checked in.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive. And it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And then Durant with the dunk.
You know, why settle for the layup when you're this close? Durant might as well just turn it over and punch it home.
Right side, Scott. And it's Durant with the rebound. And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. Trailing by 2. Johnson gets the bucket.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
Now, here's Scott. 1:03 left to play in the first quarter. And the basket by Harris.
You know, really good to see Harris playing with that kind of confidence because, you know, these shots will only help him get better.
Now, here's Milton. No points in the game yet for him. 41 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Harris drives in. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Here's Howard. 15 seconds left here in the first quarter. To end the run, Milton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And here's Brown outside. He can't get that one to fall. James Harden getting it done for Brooklyn. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the action after this word. And it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with more NBA action on 2K Sports. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
We've got Bradley. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Simmons. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter.
I like his even-keeled demeanor, guys. You look at Ben Simmons, never too high or too low. He's got a quiet confidence about him that bodes well for his future. Griffin created the space for that shot.
Here's Harris. Bradley trying to break free.
I tell you what, I love the unselfishness of Ben Simmons. This guy delights in setting up his teammates, and if they're open, they get the ball.
Outside Irving. To the paint. And Jeff Green, the bucket on the assist by Irving. Green's got his first points of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Simmons, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And, you know, this is why Simmons is an all-star caliber player, guys, because he has the ability to dominate games.
Here's Irving. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And stolen by Simmons. Philadelphia moving the ball around.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Irving against Simmons. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Simmons. He's coming off a 16-point game against New York.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
Here's Irving. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Banked in off the glass. Irving's got 8 points. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know,
that was a strong dunk.
And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Count it. 10 points for him.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Simmons passes to Brent, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Yeah, how about the strength and focus there of Griffin? Absorbs the hit and still finishes.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn, trailing by 2. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And they double up Simmons. Out to Harris, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the 76ers with some changes. Howard's checked in for Tony Bradley. Mike Scott comes in for Harris. And Maxey subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. And the Nets making a change here as well. Landry Shamet's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Kicks it out to Harden. They get it again. Jordan the pass to Shamet. Jordan with it. Defended by Scott. And stolen by Scott. Now the 76ers on the break. Here's Maxey. And the rejection by Harden.
Encouraging whenever Harden blocks a shot. When he defends with tenacity and intensity, he's capable of this.
5 seconds left in the first half. Harden with room to shoot. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And
thanks, Kevin. Kyrie, they got...
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 25 points, 2 assists, and that'll do it for us.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Durant is out there with Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the shooting guard. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. So for the Nets, Griffin's checked in for Jordan. And it's Green in for Joe Harris. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I tell you what, when Simmons is taking it strong to the rack, he's looking for the contact and the foul. I love his aggressiveness.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Nets trail by 6. And here's Harden. 10 points for him. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
And ever since entering the league, that's been one of Griffin's favorite ways to score, attacking that offensive glass.
The try by Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lesson. But you're right. He got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Simmons with it. Guarded now by Irving. Good on the shot. Simmons got the lead up to 6 now for the 76ers.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
And Harden with the basket on the assist by Durant. Harden's got 14.
Yeah, a volume shooter, and Harden is aggressive and assertive at really trying to jumpstart himself. And when he does, watch out.
And they double up Simmons. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And Brooklyn has possession. Nets trail by 4. It's Harden with the drive. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's Harris. He dishes it to Bradley. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for, and folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. No good. That would have tied it. The 76ers lead. The jump hook goes back up. Howard misses.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
For the tie, Harden can't hit. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That'll be his second foul of the game. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Here's Maxey. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
Now, here's Maxey, guarded by Harris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Harden. Over the last month, he has been spectacular, averaging about 27 points per, 10 assists, and 9 rebounds.
And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Jordan kicks to Shamet. The pass to Brown. He feeds it to Jordan. Brown, and it's Brown on the follow.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
Here's Maxey. And the layup's good off the glass. Maxey's got his second basket of the night.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Now Shamet. Out to Harris. Back to Shamet. And stolen by Thibault. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. 76ers ahead, up 4. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Howard is out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Curry in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Nets trail by 4. Harden scanning the floor. He's got a clear path. Here's Howard. Jordan with some nice D.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
Yeah, but they also never seem to get cold from mid-range. Just kept hitting those shots with consistency.
Here's where Philadelphia's going with right now. Bradley's checked in for Howard. Tobias Harris comes in for Korkmaz. Green, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And Simmons subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. It's Harden with the drive. Here's Jordan. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. A 2-point game. Misses from close range. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving leading the charge.
Tell you what, this is what Irving can do now. He'll leak out and then make the right read in transition.
Simmons against Irving. Tips it up, and it's Bradley on the follow. And the 76ers lead by 2.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here's Irving. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Boy, how about that crafty drive by Irving, anticipating the contact and able to get around and through it.
Simmons against Harden, and Simmons slams it in.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Here's Harden. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists now in this one. Simmons looking around. And Jordan sends it back.
When Jordan comes to deny a shot, his size and reach give him a big advantage.
Here's Harden. Oh, and they take the lead. Harden's got 14 points now in the second half. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Irving against Curry. Irving attacking. Here's Jordan. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Harris. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Hey, that's why you want an experience.
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video reviews showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The Nets have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Getting some solid looks for them. Here's Harden. Yes!
Man, they're getting a fantastic effort from James Harden right now.
Simmons with it. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Simmons against Harden. Count it!
Got to make anybody besides Harden shoot the ball there. I mean, he doesn't feel the pressure. He embraces this stuff. It's right in his wheelhouse. Make somebody else shoot.
It's in! A huge shot to tie it up. And you could feel the crowd react as one.
Guys, what a blast of energy that just sent through this entire building.
Harden can't get it to fall. A lot is on the line here.
Crowd is so focused.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Outside, Simmons. To the middle, here's Green.
Green showing us another layer of his game right here. I mean, I like to see him attack like that on occasion.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're down by 2. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Ben Simmons.
Hey, guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that.
So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great